Let's see what we got. Man, y'all hear Reese up there. She up there talking. Probably her grandchildren. The grands. Let's see what we got. Let me see how I sound, fellas and ladies. Yes, I look. That's horrible. I'm talking about now the live stream. Now, what does this sound like? Are we good? Okay. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Which one? Oh yeah, I'm good now. All right, now let's go to Facebook and make it happen. I appreciate you, YouTube, for rocking with me. And hold on, make sure is this the right one? Yeah, you may hear Reese up there. She in the middle of something, but it's fine. Let's make it happen. All right, so YouTube, Facebook, what's happening? All right, I'm up tonight. I want to talk to you briefly about listening to other people's opinion when it comes to your success. And I want to say this non arrogantly, right? But also cognizant about how people's words can literally deflate you. So I want to be mindful of that. Okay. So, number one, we have to be really, really, it's a balancing act. Let me make sure I sound good, but I want to make sure that I express this because it's so important. All right. Let me listen to my stream. How do I sound? All right. Here we. All right. So listen to me right now. All right. So what I'm trying to say and what I literally mean is that people have a way of trying to place their limitations on you and also their strategy on you. So I want you to get that. Well, a person will literally tell you what you can't do, but basically they're telling you what they can't do. And then a person will try to tell you how you should do what you do and will literally criticize you for doing what you do, how you do it. You have so many people who want you to do it the way that they do it. So they're going to tell you something and they're going to say, well, Larry, you need to just focus on one thing. Why? Why do I need to focus on one thing? Because you can do a whole lot of things subpar. You could do one thing really good. But if you don't know what that one thing is, how do you know what to focus on? Case in point. So for me, what I have learned to do is chew the meat up, spit out the bone. You have people that are really, 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 they don't mean anything bad about it. They're not trying to Folks are not trying to stop you. They're really trying to help you. They are. They're trying to tell you what they believe is true, but that's not you. So my grandmother told me something one time. She said, my grandfather, had diabetes. He got diabetes, and he had to go to the dietitian. So they gave my grandfather this actual diet plan on how he should eat. And my grandmother decided that she was going to eat that plan too. So my granddaddy started losing weight. I mean, my granddaddy always was a big guy, right? I mean, not fat, but just a big man. So my granddaddy started losing weight. But you know what happened to my grandmother? She started gaining weight. So my grandmother actually took a specified diet plan for my granddaddy and tried to use it for herself, and it did not work. So for you, people are going to give you all this grand and great advice, but it may not work for you. They're telling you what it took for them. So folks will say, well, girl, yeah, in my marriage, yeah, that's another thing. That's what I should have named this about. Stop listening to people about your marriage or whatever. But People will say, well, in our marriage, we do it like this or do it like that. You try that and see what happened. It ain't going to work. It's not going to work. I'm telling you. So my push for you today is simply put right now is you listen to advice, but you do not have to take all of it. And another thing is, so that's a good side of it. Another thing is, when you internalize what people tell you, you will get down, man. You'll be like, oh, because people have a way of words and they'll say something to you and they don't mean to cut you, but they do. And they deflate you. So my goal for you is to be so confident, right? So confident that it don't matter. Somebody will give you an idea, they'll give you a strategy, but they're giving you their idea and their strategy. That does not mean that strategy and that plan is going to work for you, because truthfully, and I mean 1,000% almost, it's not going to work for you. It worked for them. You hear me? So I want you guys to get that and understand that. All right? Listen, before I go today, I want to tell you a story. I had a blind lawyer one time. It's totally off the books, but it's in my book. It's going to be in the third quarter of my truth. I want to tell you about the blind lawyer I had. Now, I'm going to show you how this makes sense, because what made me think about him in regards to this story is that he was a blind attorney. Imagine trying to get a book in Braille, looking up case law in Braille. And I'm pretty sure they have all these organizations that are really big on helping blind attorneys. But I had this blind attorney, and I'll never forget the day I met him. I was in a holding cell in the back, and he come walking in with this lady holding his arm. He was a public defender. Who's Larry Brown? I was like, oh my goodness, these people done gave me a blind lawyer. I said, I am, man. He come up to me. He said, how you doing? I'm such and such and such. I said, hey, man, what's going on? I was like, man, I ain't never seen a blind lawyer before. He was like, well, you have today. He said, he asked me what was going on. I told him, blah, blah. It was a bad case, but it was tough because I got caught in another case and they just stacked the charges on me. So it was hard to fight. But anyway, look, the story is this. You know how many people told him when he decided he wanted to be a lawyer that he was crazy? Do you understand that? Do you know how many people told him he was out of his mind? They say law school, the first semester is hell. It's like hell. Imagine you going through that hell in the first semester, but also on top of that, you can't see. So how do you deliver papers? How do you see what I'm saying? How do he deliver papers? So this guy he didn't take everybody's advice. He listened and said, hey, man, I appreciate you guys for giving me that information, but I'm going to do my thing. And he became an attorney. Now, I didn't really fool around with him because, I didn't really want to go to trial with no blind attorney. So now he might have been a great attorney, but I wasn't fooling with it, not with my freedom on the line. So they gave me a great plea boy, and I took it even though I was innocent. But today, listen to me. Other people's advice is fine, but that don't mean it's right for you. Okay? Other people's advice is okay, but that don't make it right. That does not make it right. You hear me? So people will tell you all the time, well, you need to get this or you need to do that. That does not make what they're telling you right for you. All right? It's right for them. Their situation that's how it works for them. Okay? So I want you guys to, one, be encouraged, because it's hard trying to stay encouraged when you're doing this type of stuff, right? So as you try to build your business, as you try to grow, as you try to hustle, as you try to do your thing or whatever it is you're trying to do, it's hard to stay committed and focused. It is, because you're going to hit a lull. And it's going to be a dead period. And it's going to be a dry period. And nobody's going to be liking. Nobody's going to be sharing. Nobody's going to be purchasing. Nobody's going to be viewing. Nobody's going to be doing the things you would like for them to do. But listen to me. You have to keep going and not get discouraged by what people say. Because people are going to tell you what you should do and how it would be better, how you can do it and how you should do it. Like people trying to tell people how to raise their children. Listen, That's your child. You raise your child how you want to raise your child. People can give you advice based on their experience, and that's it. But they cannot tell you how to raise your child. That's your child. You know their personality. You understand that individual. So this is the same way with your business, same way with your hustle, same way with your marriage, the same way with your life, your relationship. People's advice is okay, but it don't make it right for you. Okay, it don't make it right for you. So it may be good, it may be all right, it may be informative, it may help you, but it may not be applicable. Meaning that if you try to apply it, your stuff will come falling down. You hear me? So that's my push for you today. I'm not gonna hold you guys long. I appreciate the support as always. Do your thing, guys. All you guys out here who are looking, seeking, your thing may not be social media, streaming and posting and doing all that stuff that I do. Fine, but do whatever your thing is, whatever you're called to do, whatever your hands have been assigned to do, you do it mightily, whatever it is you are to do. You get it? So my encouragement for every last one of you, keep pushing, keep going. Do not allow people's words to stumble you up, to trip you up, and you start trying to do it their way and you mess up, or they say something and it discourages you, because people have a way with words and they don't mean it. They don't mean it. Believe me, most of the people who do crazy stuff, they're not trying to chop you down. They just doing what they think is helping you. You know, your mom may say, girl, you may not want to do that. You know, it's because she's trying to protect you. She don't want your feelings hurt. She don't want you to lose. She don't want you to, you see what I'm saying? So it's not that they're trying to mess you up. It's just that they're trying to help you. But it's a lot of times their help is fear-based. All right. So I'm gone today. I appreciate you guys for watching as always. Try to keep them short and sweet. Look, I'm streaming games too. I have a game streaming channel called I Suck at Gaming. You see me sharing them on my page. Why am I doing it? Because this is my life and I can do exactly what I want to do with my life. All right. I am 41 years old. If I want to stream, I am going to do that. You get it? All right, man. So look, I'm gonna get out of here today, but I appreciate you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys for supporting, and I will talk to all of you next time. All right, this is Larry, man. Good night, Facebook. Peace. All right, YouTube, we out, man. Appreciate the support as always. I'm gone for the night. Thank you. I'm gonna get it together. Appreciate you guys, man.